Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Do you believe in fatalism? The philosophical belief that everything happens in someone's life is controlled by destiny, and thus, none of us are able to change it. Everything has already been written in the sky. Fate is inevitable, which is why I sing the song. If it's meant to be, it will be, so just let it be. Personally, I'm a little bit skeptical about the word fate itself. Based on my experience living in the police academy, which was never easy, because things can turn from best to worse within seconds. I could be chilling on my bed for 1 second, and then suddenly there's an order for our commander to gather. As I got up and ran, I wondered, is this really what destiny is? Did God really write this in the book of destiny? Whenever I had a bad day back in the regiment, I would always think that way to myself. I have to spend my time far away from my family and suffer most of the time. It got me wondering, what if I didn't get into the police academy? What if I chose to go to the pilot school instead, which I had already been accepted beforehand? Maybe life would be so much easier. Maybe I can live my life the way I want it to be. To travel the world and see new places instead of stuck being here in this regiment. In the early years, I would happily learn how to fly and live my dream. But even if I do choose to be a pilot, there's absolutely no guarantee that I will have such a perfect life, because it turns out COVID-19 happens and pilots are not allowed to fly their planes. My point here is there are things that we cannot predict. Also, my days in Apple weren't always that bad. We do have good days every now and then. The laugh I share with my friends, the funny events during serious moments, late night preparation for competition. I realized that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't join the academy. I wouldn't know how to make speeches and do my research. I wouldn't be here as a determined person who tries to win every single competition that is put in front of me. People might think that because we wear the same uniform and share identical schedule, then we all are the same. We have the same mind, same personalities, same habits, same person. But in fact, that opinion is dead wrong. We may share the identical schedule and activities, but we all have our own persona. There are cadets who like English just like me, and likes to join a lot of competitions. There's a friend of mine who really likes to run, and now he's Akbol's running star athlete. One other friend of mine has a really good leadership skills, and now he's the leader of my platoon. There are also cadets who prefer to do nothing and stay inside their own comfort zone, and that is still absolutely fine. What I'm trying to say here is, we decide our own fate, what kind of person we want to become. We all have our own destiny. It's true that there are things that are inevitable because it's been written as fate. But how we can make the most of that situation is entirely within our power. How our life plays out, it's all depend on our action and choices. There will always be endless question of what ifs as we live. But do realize, the only way to answer that is to actually do something. And only in that moment, we are the master of our own fate. Just like what Professor Dumbledore said, it is our choices that shows what we truly are, far more than our abilities.